Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 20th. You have this armadillo spirit says set healthy boundaries. You have this dragonfly spirit says truth transcends illusion. So I feel that for a lot of you, I feel like you're setting boundaries in life, but really what I feel it is like you are sticking up for your new life. That's like the feeling I get here, Virgo, is that, a lot of you, it's like, yeah, you have boundaries, blah, blah, blah. But I think this is more about the changes that you're making in your life, and you're setting boundaries in something new. You have this dragonfly spirit, and, again, that dragonfly spirit is number 22. 22 is like the master builder number, and 22 is kind of like a pain in the butt, if I'm being honest with you. I live in a house number 22 right now, and luckily I'm moving, but, again, 22, it's like a master builder. You could build something great, with the 22 energy, but it kind of requires like extra responsibility or extra work, right? And so I kind of feel that some of you have been, I feel like you've been in this energy of having to put in extra work or extra responsibilities into the things that you're working on, especially for those of you that work on any projects or businesses or anything like that. I think it's been a little bit of a pain in the butt, right? But you end with the Empress, so I feel a lot of you could be kind of getting the abundance that you desire from the things that you've been working on. The Knight of Cups is like a knight in shining armor, so for those of you that want love, this could be love. For others, again, you have that dragonfly. It says truth transcends illusion. The Knight of Cups is normally like looking into that cup. He's imagining his future life. And so it's like a little bit of a dreamy energy. And the dragonfly, again, it could say that you're imagining things, but like now it's time to ground things in reality is what I feel like this is saying. You have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really going for what you want in your life. So she has that sunflower in her hands, and it basically says that she follows the sun. She moves towards her happiness, her joy, things that make her feel good. So I feel like that's what you need to do. She also has this black cat right here, and during the times of tarot, black cats were considered very unlucky. And the whole point of the black cat is that she doesn't care what people think about what she's doing. And so the whole point of the card is that you could be doing things in your life and you just need to not care what people think. You need to do it anyway. Again, if you're feeling inspired to make changes or to move, to travel, to start a business, to do anything, it basically says you need to do it no matter what. And don't worry too much about what people are thinking. She's also my card of like learning as you go. So if you are working on anything, you might not know exactly what to do, but it basically says learn as you go. You have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands about taking the lead and making something happen. So I feel for a lot of you that this is encouraging you to take the lead in your life, to make things happen, to find success in your life. And it's also about leaving a comfort zone. I think that every single person alive right now is being pushed to leave a comfort zone. It's just like the time that we're in. I think the universe is trying to get people to grow into empty space. I think a lot of the emptiness people are feeling is just literally empty energy, empty space that we have to fill with like good things that we build in the world. And so that's what I would get doing here. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Hermit, you showing up here in a very strong position. Again, whenever you show up in your own position here, this kind of puts you in a position of power and strength. Again, like I said, for those of you that want love, you could be attracting someone. It could be a water sign or another earth sign, again, if you want love. If you don't want love, again, I think you're just, and even if you do, really, I think you're just showing up in a strong position. I think you're kind of like getting what you want for your life. I think you're, kind of standing out here and getting positive attention, all those good things. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Chariot. A lot of Chariot energy, I would say, over the past few weeks. Chariot is a good card. It's a card of a victory or having a victory in life. But the Chariot really encourages us to kind of set ourselves apart, right? And the Queen of Wands is setting herself apart. She is doing her own thing. The Chariot, he's leaving the city behind him. And so he's moving in his own like new direction. He's doing his own thing in life. And I feel for a lot of you that this is encouraging you. Anything different or unique that you're thinking about doing in your life, I would do it. I think that's where all the success is going to come from here for you. With the Two of Wands, you have the Two of Wands. So basically the universe saying I meant what I said. Going this way up to the Empress, it kind of looks to me like you're having a little bit of a glow up here, or you're stepping into a more kind of like regal energy and you're getting more attention. So I think, like, I'm a big fan of that for you here, Virgo. Anything you can do to, I think Virgo is definitely one of the signs that would benefit from getting attention, especially for those of you that like work in social media, or if you have a business or anything like that. Getting attention is going to be where it's at for sure. You have, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this seeing beyond card and this quieting the mind card. So I would be definitely tapping into that intuition of yours with this energy. And I also feel that for some of you, you could be doing things to kind of tap more into your intuition, to listen to your inner voice. I would definitely do that here for sure. I think that you tapping in is going to lead to a lot more success for you. So I really, I do like to see this. You have the Devil, the Knight of Swords, and the Justice card. You could be getting justice from like a toxic person. So, if you have a toxic person or have had a toxic person in your life, you could be getting, some justice from that situation. The Justice card could also be karma. But one thing I will say is that in your reading, you also have the King of Swords. King of Swords is law and order. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be bringing like order into your life. Or again, if something, if you have dealt with a toxic person or, you're going through divorce, this could just be law and order. You have the Knight of Swords. I get like a little bit of impatience here for you. So again, you might like desire for things to work a lot faster than they're working, or, maybe things are happening too slowly for you or not quick enough or whatever the case may be. And I kind of feel the Knight of Swords is saying, well, things happen when they're going to happen, and, just take your time moving forward. So I feel a lot of you are kind of like hoping that things take off in your life, or that things start progressing in your life much faster than they actually are. And I do get a little impatience. I was like looking for more. I'm not really getting more off of it. I always tell people like restlessness and patience, I think they're very like destructive energies, right? So I would channel that energy into something. Like I would be, do something, go for a walk, do a puzzle, color in a coloring book, right? I don't care what it is. But I think that when we don't do something with the energy, that's where it becomes destructive. But if we do put it into something as silly as it may sound, even if you're just like coloring, I think that you're using it, so it's not gonna be destructive. Now you have the Justice card here. Again, I do feel like there could be justice in a literal situation that requires justice. Justice is also like cause and effect. So I feel for a lot of you that, there could be something here about equal give and take in your life, and making sure that you're creating balance in your life, like in the things that you work on or the things that you're creating. Make sure that there's a solid, equal give and take between the things that you work on, and make sure you're not giving like too much energy to something that isn't giving to you. Again, it's really important with the Justice card, although it can represent justice, it's really important that we create justice in our life by creating balance. With the Devil, you have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is like immature energy. Again, if you have a person in your life who was immature or something like that, I would be careful of that person. This could also be like a past person spying on you or something. Obviously you can only block a person so much, but, I would definitely put up your boundaries here if you need to. I also kind of like the Page of Swords in your reading. The Page of Swords is a card of curiosity and like following your curiosity. And I do believe like you, especially Virgo, if you are getting curious about like new ideas or new ways to work on your business or new ways to improve your health, like whatever it is, doesn't matter. I think that you embracing the childlike side of the Page of Swords and being curious is a good idea. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is resting, relaxing, recovering. You literally have this quiet the mind card right here. I think it's a good time. Like I really feel, I think just with the energy right now, what's more important is that we pay attention to when we need to rest, relax, recover. So if you need more resting time, if you need more time to relax or to heal yourself or to take care of yourself, like take those moments, right? Take the time to rest, relax, recover. And I think that's like more important here. With the Justice card, you have the Hangman. The Hangman is about being in Hangman mode. So I feel a lot of you have maybe been in Hangman mode for a long time. It's like maybe you feel like you have plateaued or like things are not progressing as quickly as you want. The Hangman says that you have sacrificed movement to gain enlightenment. His head is glowing. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be gaining actually a lot of enlightenment, inner guidance. You could be, learning new things and all that other stuff. And that's kind of what I feel is going on here with that Hangman energy. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this enlightenment card. Didn't even see it. You have this leadership card. So I feel like you are taking lead. Two of Wands is the card of leadership, and you have the Two of Wands twice together going up to that Empress. So I kind of feel like you are being enlightened as to like new areas in your life where you can take the lead, or where you can control more of your life, where you can get more of the things you want, have more of the experiences you want. And that's where I kind of feel that you are taking the lead. I also feel like you are learning from a person here. It's kind of interesting. You have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is about kind of like knowledge and wisdom. And I feel a lot of you could be like learning from a mentor, or you could be learning from just a person, right? It could just be a person who's like a book you're reading. It could be someone on YouTube that you're learning from or whatever. But the King of Swords, sometimes I feel, he represents knowledge and wisdom, but sometimes I feel like he is a mentor or just a person who can guide you on something. So like, let's say you're trying to improve your business, there could be a person who could help you improve it significantly, who can, provide years of knowledge and wisdom. Again, that's why books are so powerful. You're getting the condensed wisdom from a person who is sharing their wisdom from years of information, right? So that's like the feeling I get off the King of Swords, is like he's talking about years and years of wisdom in your reading, and you could be gaining that. You could also be the one that's sharing that. And, again, if you are sharing your wisdom, then that could also be the thing that is increasing your abundance or making you feel more abundant in your life. The Empress is, you being in Empress mode. Again, I get like a little bit of glow up vibes going on here. You could notice that you're getting more attention, or you could notice that you're standing out a little bit more. People could be wanting your attention more right now. I definitely feel that with the Empress. So the Empress is, number one, about taking care of yourself, which we see a lot here in this reading. Again, Four of Swords, quieting your mind. I think that, again, you only have so much attention to give. So make sure that you're not like overgiving to people. This goes for love and otherwise, every area of your life. Make sure that you're not giving too much to, people. And I think if you do that, you'll be fine. I also feel like you're creating a lot of abundance here. So, again, whatever you're working on or working towards is going to be very abundant for you, especially for those of you working on projects or side hustles or anything like that. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. He's looking at these Seven Pentacles and he's saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth it for him to put all this effort into what the result he is getting? Or is there something better? And again, I feel for some of you, or a lot of you, that you're probably very focused on efficiency. I would say that efficiency is like the word of the universe right now, and probably will be for the next few years. So if we can find ways to be more efficient, or to make our job easier or whatever, I would definitely embrace those ideas. I think it's no coincidence that basically at this time, all this AI stuff comes out, because, no matter how you feel about it, or whether you like it or you don't, it's here to stay, number one. But number two, it does make certain things more efficient, right? So sure, could it, the robots eventually kill us all? Sure, absolutely, right? But what I would say is it probably will be quick. And the other thing I would say is that really there are certain positives to it as well. So the Seven of Pentacles just says, what can you do to be more efficient? Here you go. With the Empress, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles like a garden. There's this garden right here at the front of the card. And the Ace of Pentacles really represents nurturing something into existence. And the Empress is very nurturing. So if you're working on anything new, any new projects, or whatever you're doing in your life, I would make sure that you nurture those things into existence. With the King of Swords, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, card of expansion, also taking the lead, very similar to the Two of Wands. But I really get this thing here. Again, I want to stress that if you are learning from a person, and it doesn't even have to cost you money, right? Like, I would encourage you, I always tell you people that, tarot is not magic. Tarot is energy that you can work with. So take advantage of the energy, right? Go read a book about something that you want to improve in your life. Go watch a YouTube video about something you want to improve in your life, or something you want to accomplish. Because again, I think the result is going to be totally worth the time. That's really the vibe I get off the King of Swords. Like, there's someone who can like 10x your results, right? But you have to go and find it. So I would just pick something and learn about it and make it happen. Now with the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups, the Lovers. I don't know why I said that, but definitely could be a lover. For those of you that want love, I feel there's clearly love coming in for you. If you don't want love, I feel that this could just be a new path. The Lovers traditionally was about being at a crossroads, so you could be making some choices or decisions at this time. You have the Spirit says heartache over what you no longer have. I don't know what's going on, but everybody's had something about like needing to release the past or needing to let go of past people. So there you go. You have this casket card. It says someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Again, there could be some sort of ending here, or you could be walking away from a person, or maybe you already have. And again, sometimes we can still think about it, right? So, there might be some of those moments. I kind of feel like you have some of those moments where you're like, am I making the right decision? Did I do the right thing here? But, really you did it. Again, I don't think we necessarily do things by mistake, right? People always used to ask me when I would answer questions, they would say, I walked away from this person. Did I make the right choice? And I'm like, well, you did it, right? It's like, I think that I don't really think we do things by mistake. So there had to have been a reason why you did it in the first place, right? For the most part. You have this pale card. It says time to get out of a situation. There you go. So, again, I think some of you are walking away from something. You have this finger. It says warning you of a problem either now or in the future. Yeah, do not ignore any warnings or anything like that in your life. Again, I don't think tarot should scare you or make you nervous or anything like that. But, again, if you feel like something's a warning sign in a situation, I would definitely pay attention to that. You also have this card that says, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Yes, you are meant to glow at this time, Virgo. I feel like you're meant to get attention. I think you're meant to stand out and to, stand out above the rest. And I think this is years of hard work. Again, 22 right here. I think that you've been in master builder mode. You've been putting in all this work to create things in your life. And it's now it's time for you to get the rewards here. So, there you go, Virgo. Looks really good. Thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.